Hi guys, it's
How you
Caribbean
doing,
Love
gang,
Family
guys?
here. Coming at you with another video. I'm still a little under the weather, getting much better though. My voice sounds a little better, so yeah, we decided to do another video. We are both playing hooky from work today. We took the paid time off as they offer it, vacation day. Mr. Caribbean Lux's birthday is tomorrow, so we kind of hanging out. Got 2 days off. Nothing better than that. Kids are at school, so hey, let's film a video. So today, in this video, we're coming to you. I want to talk to you a little bit more about our reasoning for moving to Florida. We've already talked about the economic conditions here in Chicago, and everybody knows the weather, especially during the winter, is not the best. So on top of those being some of our main reasons, one thing we also want to do is get into our own business. That business that we are deciding to venture into is kind of twofold, but it's basically travel. And so I'm a certified travel agent. I do book trips and things like that all over the world. And we have been traveling for years as a family. We have taken, our specialty is cruises. We love to cruise. We're cruisers. And we think it's the best way to travel. You're not landlocked. You get to visit all these different islands. You're exposed to all these different cultures. And so we absolutely love it. We've exposed our children to it. And we just think it's the best thing to do. And so that's one reason why we're moving to Florida. Because you're down in Florida, you're closer to the different ports to cruise out of. The weather is nicer. You don't have to pay the extra plane fare for getting down to the ports like we had to do every time we flew. We had to fly back and to and from Chicago for a family of 5, which gets very, very expensive. And we were taking like what, 2 a year?
Yeah.
2 a year.
So
yeah, the prices add up. So that's one of the reasons also too that we wanted to get down to Florida, because we usually cruise out of the Florida ports, either Port Canaveral or the Port of Miami, and things like that. So and because of that, we also want to start this travel business because we are both in social services. We've helped people all our lives. Since we've been working, we've always worked helping people. And so we kind of want to revamp our careers and go, well, we're still helping people, but now we're just helping them travel and do the things that we think are absolutely important. That's travel the world. Like, why you think traveling the world is so important? Because it exposes you to so many different cultures and ideologies that are different from yours. It takes away the walls in which from the cities in which you were born. A lot of kids, especially in the inner cities, they don't go anywhere other than where they are, and so they don't know that you can get up and go to these different places. You can go to Brazil or Belize and Honduras and Mexico and all these different places, Jamaica, and all across the world, and experience things and cultures other than your own.
And we would say, guys, that it's a vital part of education because we're used to most of us anyway. We're used to the conventional style of education, whereas the 4 walls, the teacher, the classmates, and what have you. I'm not taking away the significance or the importance of all of that, but you even notice now with some of you guys who have children that the schools have incorporated these long distance trips. I mean, when my daughter, the rest of them decide coming over, they say, hey, they're going to have a trip. And I said, where's the trip at? Brazil. We go Brazil. China. What? I said, okay, the first thing into your mind, okay, how much is this? They said, well, it's I think it's $2,500, $2,700 a kid and this kind of thing. We used to stand back from this type of thing. But you know what? After we sat down and talked about it, it's a vital part of education because this is how kids should be being educated in the first freaking place. Because you can learn the conventional way, but it doesn't sink into the soul, guys, until you actually got that kid in some place like China, Brazil, and they're talking to other kids from those countries. They're sharing one another's views, concerns, hopes, dreams for the future, etc., etc. It takes away from the whole claustrophobic, conventional school style education that they're receiving. And let's just face it, with a lot of kids, regardless of culture, race, creed, or what have you, it's just not flying like it should or like it used to. So therefore, the world has become a smaller place, and we need to learn and we need to educate our children about this world because there's a lot taking place so fast. And at the same time, this is our future. These kids are our future. You want to learn a whole lot about China? Talk to a Chinese teenager. An older a Chinese teenager will teach you so much about China until it's not even funny. You go and talk to a teenager from a foreign culture, you're going to learn the past, the present, the future, who's a good leader, who's a bad leader. They're so unfiltered and uncut, it'll shock you. So these are like your impromptu teachers. And, let's face it, it's vital because our kids sometimes they think that, when you have all this crazy, my kids have not experienced it, but some of their classmates have this bullying craze thing that's going around now. I mean, kids think the whole world is this classroom, these little kids that's in this classroom, the teacher standing in front of them, this little school that they attend. It's not even scratching the surface of what your true education is. Because by having them exposed to all these various different types of cultures and people and food and experiences, sights and sounds, smells and senses, oh man, you're giving your kid the best education you can possibly give them. At the same time, you're having a little fun. You get to have a little fun here and there, but I mean, basically, you're educating your kids with the best education you can give them by doing this. It's more than just taking a little trip somewhere. I mean, it's a part of the education and ours.
Right.
We learn. We're learning. We didn't receive this type of education going to school. We had the conventional ourselves. The teacher, the four walls, good kids and bad kids. We thought the whole world was this school and this teacher and these little books we had and what have you. But as you begin to grow and experience, you realize, you know what? It could bring tears to your eyes. You miss so much about education, so much about the world. And I mean, my God, I can't even begin to put it into words at how much we miss.
Right.
I mean, you can learn things from just experiencing these different things, then you can never learn this kind of thing in a conventional classroom. But due to financial limitations and other variables that were involved at that time, we didn't get this type of education. Look at our young people today. I mean, regardless of where they come from, I don't care if you're coming from this side of town, that side of town, white, black, Spanish, Asian, whatever. American, usually it's so limited for these guys that they don't get to experience these things, and they're so susceptible to negativity because of it, because they don't realize that, this is not the whole world. They can't even conceive moving to another state. We say, hey, we're moving to Florida. Our kids are more adept to that because we travel a lot, and therefore they're going, hey, that's a small jump, Florida.
Right.
Hey, that's a short trip. I mean, it's not like we said we're moving to Rio de Janeiro or something. We said Florida, they go, oh, okay. Now you tell another child that haven't experienced any type of living and exposure, whoa, I'm going to lose my friends. You guys are really selfish for doing this. They're going to come to you like that because, I got this friend. They only have one or two real friends anyway, and they think they're going to lose those two. So they don't realize there's a whole world out there. You're not losing contact with your friends. You got Facebook, you got YouTube, a telephone, just like we're doing now. I mean, you're not going to, in fact, your friendship might enhance.
It's going to grow.
It's going to grow. They're going to enhance your friendships. Right. You know what I mean? You start to look at your friends differently. And some people you thought were friends, you're not friends with them. And people that you perceived the wrong way, you realize why you perceive them that way now because you're more rounded.
So, he mentioned budget-wise. Growing up, as when we were younger, we came from a family where they didn't have the kind of money to take us, and to travel like that. Well, I don't even know if it was, in fact, the money. Just the fact that they were so closed-minded.
Yeah, they weren't.
They weren't ready to, think about traveling the world. They would stay on one side of the city, let alone want to travel to a different country or,
The most they do is jump in the car and go to Mississippi.
That's the most they do.
As far as they would, You know, that's
But
it.
our children, we're raising them literally. I mean, our youngest, the youngest she was on the plane was like 2 years
She
old.
grew up flying.
She's
traveling on
so
cruise
used to it.
ships.
She's been in so many different places. She can just run off and tell you where she's been.
Right.
We started traveling as adults.
Right.
So we're kind of like we're really excited about this. One thing I wanted to say about the budget, that they have made traveling so easy now.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay all the money at one time. You can literally put a trip on layaway and travel within your budget.
Yeah.
And you can plan a trip up to 2 years in advance.
Yeah.
So there's no reason anybody shouldn't be able to travel and experience the world and live this life, because once you're gone, you're gone.
Yeah.
You know.
And you know, guys, we thought, you know, at one point, putting our kids in private schools, it's not private as you might think, like, oh, they got money. No. We're talking about a Catholic school, and you're paying this money, and you think you're giving your kids the best education you can give them. Okay, it's safe, they're away from the riffraff and all of this and all of that. But you know what? We were wrong. We took them out. We put our kids, no knock at Catholic schools or any school, but we took them out. We put them in the best public school in our area. Went out of our way. We drive out of our way to get to that school, to put them in the best school. And I want you guys to understand something. When you take your kids and you take them traveling, teach them when you take them out. Don't just let them jump around in the water or go to this or go to that. Teach them. Teach them about the cultures. Find you a teenager. Find you somebody about 18 years old and ask them, okay, what's going on in Rio de Janeiro? What's going on in this particular island nation? What's going on with the economics here in this particular country? The politics. You're gonna get it all. You about to get it all, man. You're gonna need a pen. I'm telling you right now. Different from asking an adult. They're gonna give you a little choppy answers and what have you. You know, in fact, it might be manufactured because they want you to think, oh, Rio de Janeiro is the best country on earth and blah blah blah.
I take we're going to Rio next because he keeps talking.
I'll tell you because let me tell you something. To learn and get the information by someone whom is about to enter into society and be a mover and shaker, your teenagers are your new movers and shakers. I'm going to tell you right now, these are your new movers and shakers. Not people, I would like to say it's us, but middle-aged individuals. I mean, we kind of, you know, we got the virtual world travel bug learn thing kind of later on in life. But when you got somebody who's exposed to certain things, they're in the areas that you're visiting, they're telling you things about the area, the positive pros and cons. Man, I could go on and on and on. I mean, just on the Cayman Islands, we talked to some of these guys. Jamaica, the various islands that we've gone to. I mean, you're gonna get it all. Get ready, you're gonna get it all. I mean, what areas to live in, what areas to run from.
Yeah, well, yeah, when you're traveling, you got that too. So that is one of the main reasons why we're moving to Florida, because we're starting our own business. We're moving from the career areas of social services into the travel industry.
Yeah.
And so, we just thought of ourselves. We love to travel. Why not just do what we love?
That's right.
And that's help people.
And
we're still helping people, but help people travel.
And also, you're not just helping them travel. What you're doing, babe, too, is helping to educate them. Once they get out there, you're teaching them, hey, when you go to these various places, educate yourself. Now, we even heard or read about certain individuals that have decided they're going to move to these places. Mm-hmm. People that have decided they're moving to the Cayman Islands. Some decided, hey, we're moving to Jamaica, or we're moving to this place or that place. I mean, you know, because you've been educated on this particular place. You like the energy, and it's all energy. You like the energy coming from it. You like the energy that you're getting from the people, etc. No pan toward America in no shape, form, or fashion. It's just that all you've known is America all your life. You don't know of anything else. So you don't think it doesn't mean you're never coming back. You come back to visit your family and friends and all of that. I mean, you're not going forever. A plane is merely a bus with wings. I mean, it's, you know, we don't see it the same. We don't see planes the same. We don't see traveling the same, you know, so.
Anyway, we don't want to make this video too long.
Okay.
We encourage everybody to get out experience life. Get your children out, experience life.
Especially the kids.
Especially the children.
Especially the kids.
Especially. You can do it. Don't think you can't do it. If you are interested in traveling and going any place and want to talk about how to maybe set up a trip or something like that, please reach out, contact me through YouTube, or either email me at our email, which is CaribbeanLuck2018@gmail.com. I'm going to place everything in the description box. Our website. Basically, I can do cruises. We do resorts. We do anywhere in the world. We will set everything up from point A to B for you. So, press the thumbs up button. Like this video. Hit the bell for the notifications. And we will have more videos coming up here. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos. Bye, guys.